Have you ever noticed that skirts seem to get longer during times of economic recession? This phenomenon has been observed throughout history, with women's hemlines tending to drop during times of economic hardship. In this video, we'll explore the history of this trend and the reasons behind it. The first recorded instance of this phenomenon occurred during the 1920s, a decade known for its flapper fashion and short hemlines. However, when the stock market crashed in 1929, hemlines quickly dropped, reflecting the country's economic downturn. This trend continued into the 1930s, with the Great Depression influencing fashion and causing skirts to become longer and more conservative. The trend continued during World War II, when rationing of fabric and other resources led to a practical and modest fashion sense. Skirts became longer and fuller, with the focus shifting from revealing skin to functionality and practicality. This trend persisted through the 1950s and into the 1960s, when the miniskirt became popular. However, when the economy experienced a recession in the late 1960s, hemlines once again dropped, with women opting for longer, more conservative skirts. The trend continued into the 1970s, when the energy crisis and economic recession caused skirts to become longer and more modest. This was also a time of increased feminist activism, with women seeking equality in the workplace and society. Longer skirts were seen as a way to be taken more seriously and to avoid being objectified based on their appearance. The trend continued into the 1980s, with hemlines dropping once again during the economic downturn of the early part of the decade. Skirts became longer and more professional, reflecting the increasing number of women entering the workforce and seeking equal treatment. This trend persisted into the 1990s and 2000s, with longer skirts becoming a staple of work attire in conservative fashion. So why do skirts get longer during times of recession? There are several theories. One is that longer skirts are seen as more conservative and serious, reflecting a more somber mood during times of economic hardship. Another theory is that longer skirts require more fabric, which is more expensive during times of recession when resources are scarce. Finally, longer skirts are often associated with more traditional values and a return to more conservative ideals, which may be more appealing during times of uncertainty. In conclusion, the trend of longer skirts during times of economic recession has been observed throughout history. From the Great Depression to the energy crisis of the 1970s to the economic downturns of the 1980s and beyond, longer skirts have reflected a more somber and serious mood in fashion. While the reasons for this trend may be varied, it is clear that fashion is closely tied to the economic and social climate of the time. As we continue to navigate uncertain times, it will be interesting to see how fashion reflects the mood and attitudes of our society. If you liked this video, don't forget hit that like button, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this in the future. Also, be sure to turn on the bell notification so you never miss any of our videos. Thanks so much for your support.